Well, this is Masttery coming with you another Pokemon Unite gameplay. This time we're playing Sylveon, and I really wanted to play Sylveon. I've really been liking it, but also with the recent tournament that happened this weekend with the Europe and North American Pokemon Unite tournaments, we saw something that we haven't seen yet in Pokemon Unite, and that was really the dominance of the Eevee-lutions. Really, it was headlined by Espeon, but we did get to see a game in I believe it was the winners final, where Amaterasu, which ended up winning the tournament, ended up playing a triple Eevee team combined with Comfey and Slowbro. The Eevees really dominated early, and something that separates Eevee apart from a lot of other attackers in the game is that it gets a level 4 evolution and it gets its Unite at level 8. So that allows it to get its upgraded moves and other abilities a lot quicker than other attackers. And I really like Espeon. Espeon got the recent buff with the range, but also Sylveon, I really enjoyed the Hyper Voice build. It does have one of the more awkward feeling swift attacks compared to the other Eevee-lutions, but what it does really well is it kind of has a decent last hitting that can throw a lot of attackers off, and the Hyper Voice is a skill that I really love, and it does a really good job about putting a lot of pressure on the team when you don't have necessarily that front line. So you can see early on in this lane where it's two Eevee-lutions and we don't against two defenders, and they're not able to bully us at all. In fact, even though we're not being aggressive by any means, but there's really no way for them to put a lot of pressure on us. And we're able to get a decent amount of secures. But, you know, I've had games recently where as an Eevee, I'm able to put a lot of out-secure buzz walls, out-secure anything that doesn't have really good timing on it. So this Trevenant did a really good job early game. And you can see even, you know, two Eevees that are able to put pressure onto a Slowbro, which really shouldn't be a thing, but able to do a really good job picking up this kill here. So early game, we're doing a good job. Just had the 8 minutes, and unfortunately not able to get to there, but we're dominating our lane, so can't complain. So Calm Mind combined with Hyper Voice is kind of the primary tech that's used. Calm Mind gives you a little bit of a speed boost, also gives you an advantage to increase your special attack, and it makes it really, really fun to play. So, also with Boss Rush coming out, it's a preferred Pokemon of myself. You can see how fast it's able to get rid of the Altaria here. So I'm getting these and trying to run down here, which gives me that level 8, and I'm running as fast as I can to get down there. I do get fortunate to pick up the Silac berries on the way. So Hyper Voice does give you a little bit of unstoppable while you're doing it, and you're able to very easily maneuver yourself into the right position with the team. And you do have to get kind of familiar with how to best position the Hyper Voice. You can see there I did not, and had kind of an awkward put myself in an awkward, vulnerable position where I wasn't aiming at really anything. So you do have to be patient with it, kind of like using similar strategies to how you play Gardevoir, where you have to position the future sights or Psyshock, and you're not exactly in the best position to do that. So even against an Eldegoss, we're putting a lot of pressure on. It's having to retreat, and I was kind of doing that just to catch anything that may have been coming, but no problem. So kind of just hitting on the Eevees really fast. So Sylveon does a really good job with Hyper Voice about doing a lot of damage up front to opponents. Espeon is really good at doing the kind of finishing moves and stunning. And then you have Glaceon, which a lot of people know for its ability to do a lot of burst damage really fast and shred. So it's a little bit of combination of the two of Sylveon and Espeon. So certainly it does not help when you have a really good Scyther in the game and that's able to take out anything that really poses a threat very quickly. So thought for a minute that was the enemy Slowbro. So if you notice here too, we've got a pretty good level advantage on the team. The other thing that the Eevees do provide is the ability to kind of test bushes and make sure there's nobody that's too threatening in there. So able to combine my ult and Espeon's ult. Nope. No luck with that. Eldegoss to try to get it, but you see just how much damage, how quickly it can occur. Slowbro's down. No shot. Thought I could score here for a minute, but I realized that team was coming up, so just try to get myself some farm really fast. So Slowbro was able to score there, so maybe that was the wrong move, but I did want to try to get up top. Try to get my ult back. Do have a decent amount of time though to get it. Just hitting on the tournament one more time. You know, if you haven't watched it and you are a fan of watching some of these games, there was a really good match with TTV and Team U2, which has a lot of the well-known content creators out there. And that was a really crazy match. Spriggles, I think, posted a video of one of them. Again, you had Amaterasu versus Unknown, I think it was, that had the Eevee, triple Eevee game. And I really was impressed with how GT played. They had a couple games where they were a little bit out of position and able to really come back and give themselves an opportunity to win the whole thing. So shout out to them as well for their performance. The other thing you'll really notice in this game is the lack of Zacian. So I will say, into this matchup with we are in a trio with Espeon, Scyther, and Sylveon. Zacian is a trouble, but it's trouble for anybody. But the combination of the stuns that you get with Espeon combined with just how well Scyther is able to move around people, it does work pretty well. But I will be happy to see when that gets nerfed. Unfortunately, Duraludon, he was a bit of a sad guy the whole game, so he didn't only just got to 12 by the time we got to Ray. As we get to the Ray fight here, I will try to highlight a couple of things. There was a lot that going on. You can see the Espeon stun. I'm doing a lot of damage. Ults are coming out. So just a huge burst of damage. Gives our Scyther the ability to clean up, and combined with the Espeon stun and the Hyper Voice, we did a really nice job about taking out the enemy team. So now you just have Duraludon and myself that are just doing a ton of damage to that Rayquaza, and I was able to get the last hit. So we'll run in, try to score, and I have tried to help a little bit with these editing videos where I've tried to take out the parts that don't really matter, but you know, fortunately there was a little bit of good gameplay here where the team was trying to make a last second push. So we've got 4 people here. I ult because I see the wood hammer coming out, gets the Slowbro ult, and able to really knock them down a lot, get the Trevenant. Slowbro is able to do a lot of damage onto the other Slowbro, and the Dodrio and Espeon just don't really stand a chance with the Rayquaza shield. So able to pick up a triple kill to end the game. So really fun game. Shout out to the Espeon Scyther for the win. 100k damage with Espeon. Really like this. If you do like these videos, continue watching my channel and hope to see more Pokemon Unite content.